Welcome back, World Wide Web. I'm GW Pomichter, and we are here at MegaCon Comic Convention in Orlando, Florida, 2016, and we are hanging with Tara Lynne, a writer and author and a public speaker, and BB-8.
Yes,
We've got the
I have
BB-8, the full BB-8 going on. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Yeah.
It's a little hard to see in.
Yeah, I would see that would be, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's kind of a Jedi BB-8. See, guys, hopes and dreams there, okay? So, thanks for hanging with us, Tara.
Yeah,
really.
Absolutely.
How you doing in there?
Good. You know, it's 4-day shows are a little bit exhausting, but this is
sister.
my third time at MegaCon.
Wow.
I skipped last year, but third time here. So first time
bigger
with a
and
booth,
bigger.
though.
Really?
Yeah. I first year I was just an attendee. Second year I was press, and then now I'm here as a guest. So.
Awesome. Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Me too.
And you've got your books out on tabling this weekend.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. So, well, I'll tell you what. Let's start here. First, how long have you been publishing?
This is my first novel that I finished and published.
Okay.
It's been on Amazon just for Kindle since December 2014.
Wow.
And this is actually...
Welcome to the community.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is actually the first time it's been in paperback this weekend.
You know what? You know the best thing about being a newly published author is? It alters your math skills.
Yeah.
A long time ago, you learned big numbers like 100 and 200 and 300. Now, every time you go to the bank on the first of the month and you see $12.97, you get excited.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I get the emails from Amazon like we've deposited something in your account, and it's like, you know, from the Kindles it's a couple bucks.
Yes,
so it's like,
and you're like,
oh, thank you.
Yes.
Now I have to keep track of this.
That's more bookkeeping. Yes. Oh my Lord. The creative minds do not like that part of the job. So tell us a little bit about The Way of the Reckoning. Let's start there.
Okay, well, it's sort of an alternate historical fiction novel in that, not steampunk, but in that there are fictional characters who affect events that actually happened. It's set in Texas in the early 1900s. Kind of loosely inspired by the video game Red Dead Redemption, actually.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so very loosely inspired by that. And also, I grew up watching Westerns and on a horse farm, actually. So
wow.
It's one of those things where it's probably not as mainstream as what I normally write, but yeah, it was one of those stories I had to get out.
That's fantastic,
So.
and we can find this on Amazon.
Yes, right now it's on Amazon as a Kindle ebook.
Yeah.
This is the first time it's been in paperback here at MegaCon.
Awesome.
I had it here, and then it will be on Amazon after the
debut
convention.
it. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. Well, that's amazing. Now here we have, this is sort of, you said this is a collection of blog entries and sort of an anthology from your blog.
Yeah, I mean it's a website called the Geekiary, thegeekiary.com.
Look down on the description for that. We're going to make sure that everybody can get there.
Yeah, thegeekiary.com. And this one, my essay in this these are essays that were never published on the website, so you can't see them on the Geekiary. My essay is about cosplay and how it opens doors for people.
Oh, wonderful.
And there's also a lot of stuff about shipping, about falling in love with TV shows, stuff like that. So I've got one essay in there, and then some of my fellow Geekiary writers as well.
Oh, so. That's great. And you know, it's amazing. We come to the conventions, and there's creativity is teeming.
Yes.
It is amazing. Cosplayers, writers, artists, the entertainers down here, everybody is just, and it's so welcoming.
Yes.
It's like the 100,000 person family reunion. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
And so, tell me, how long have you been coming to conventions and things?
My very first convention was actually here in Orlando, Star Wars Celebration 5 back in 2010. I actually didn't go to another one for a couple years because I was traveling. I did most of my traveling abroad after that for a while. So my second convention was Dragon Con 2012. And since then, I've been going to about 6 to 8 conventions a year.
Wow.
Sometimes as an attendee, often as press and for the Geekiary, and then more recently, for the past year and a half, 2 years, I've been going as panelist, as a guest. I moderate several panels. I did one yesterday, one today, got 2 tomorrow here at MegaCon.
Wow, awesome.
And then I run my own panels, a lot of Game of Thrones. I've run Walking Dead panels.
A lot of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Big season.
Yeah.
Big Game of Thrones season.
Yeah.
What's kind of this season as we get going? Any big kind of WTF moments for you? What were your moments?
Well, I'm a book reader.
Yeah,
and
so you knew a lot was coming.
Yeah, I watched the show mostly to complain about it at this point.
Really? Okay, all right.
I mean, there's some things that I like, but still, but generally, I have several friends. I actually founded and organized Ice and Fire Con, which is a
wow.
Game of Thrones Song of Ice and Fire convention. This year was our 4th year. It just happened in April. So next year it's going to be April 28th through the 30th, 2017, and it's at Mountain Lake Lodge in Virginia.
Wow.
So kind of, I want to say like Western Virginia. It's in the mountains.
When you go out to the mountains with a bunch of Game of Thrones people, that sounds dangerous.
It does, but really,
but it also sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. We're pretty small. We were in Ohio our first 3 years, and then we outgrew our location, so we moved to Mountain Lake Lodge.
Talking about Game of Thrones, and you've got the article in here on different pop culture phenomena like shipping and things like that.
Yeah.
We are now shipping Brienne of Tarth with Tormund Giant.
I think about everybody is.
Well, first of all, who can resist?
Yeah,
That was just that the actor did such an amazing job of kind of setting that up and making it almost for a moment breaking the third wall and saying to all of us out there, that's my girl now. And I thought, I don't know if I can watch this anymore with a straight face.
Yeah, and poor Brienne is like, she just does not know how to deal with it.
I'm trying to figure out if she's not knowing how to react, or if there's a part of her that it doesn't click. It's not happening. You know what I mean?
She's never had that sort of attention before.
And the last time she told us a story in the last couple of seasons that the last time she had that kind of attention, it was all for fake. Mm-hmm. It was all a play against her.
Yeah.
So the attention that I'm kind of this part of me that says, she's just sitting there going, that's not for me. Is it? Really?
Yeah. She doesn't understand.
She doesn't understand. So I think that's great. So we're gonna mash up something, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna put the Hogwarts sorting hat on you, but it's not gonna put you in a Hogwarts house.
Okay.
It's going to put you in a Song of Ice and Fire house.
Okay.
Where are you going to end up?
Martell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not show house Martell, book house Martell.
Well, show house Martell
is very different.
And very they've been relegated.
Yeah.
In the show, and I get it, and I love the show. I really do. I loved the books. I love the show. I love what Dan and Dave have done to try to bring as much information into the show as they can in an hour. Without overloading us. Because that was my big fear was, how are you going to do this in 10 hours?
Yeah.
And not overwhelm us, because George Martin is so rich in character description, in environment description, and there's so many characters, so many environments that you can do in a book, because from chapter to chapter we see a different POV, and all of a sudden we're good. We're with them. You try that on television, and your audience is like, whoa, I was just at the wall. Wait, what am I doing? So I think they've done a great job. But as I watch, I do realize that in the name of space and in the name of consolidation, some fan favorites, some reader favorites have been relegated kind of to the sides, and the Martells have been, sadly, I think, one of those. I think they're an important family in the world of Westeros. That maybe we're wrong. Maybe they're just going to rise in the next season. Who knows?
We're only halfway through, so I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So, but at the same time, it does kind of feel like that, doesn't it? It feels like they kind of got. They're like the stepchildren. Go over there and play. Wait a minute. And the actors have done such a great job of bringing them to life that you're like, no, I want more. I want the whole family. I want the whole thing, because the ones that you have cast are awesome.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
more of that would be great.
Yeah,
but we're not going to get
I was
that.
really sad about Doran. So
Yeah.
especially the actor, he was great.
And I think what made me sad about that as a storyteller, though, was I think the fact that I wasn't as invested in it as I thought that I should have been.
Yeah.
And I thought, because it was a big deal, and I was like, I stopped feeling it. And a lot of people have died, and I felt like I got gut punched.
Yeah.
And then I was like, like first of all, the entire scene, I'm just waiting for it. This is coming. This is obvious. You're surrounded by vipers, man. This is a bad place to be. You should leave now. You got a big guy. We get out of there.
Yeah.
You don't want to. This is these are the in-laws you don't want to visit. Go away. But so we all saw it coming. But yeah, I found that was, to me, was anticlimactic, because I was like, these are characters I want to feel for this. I do. I just don't feel like I do.
Yeah.
And we all felt more for Hodor, I think, last week.
Oh my gosh,
if you haven't seen it yet, turn the show off right now.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, there's a guy walking around. I about fell over laughing, because I don't know what he was cosplaying. It was a steampunk kind of looking cosplay, but his sign over his head, all it said was, "I'll hold the door." That's what I said. I was like, really? It's too soon. These people will kill you.
I guess maybe you would know. Honestly, that episode was spoiled like so bad.
It was
everywhere.
Yes.
Like I had
because
so
it
many
was.
friends complaining about it.
I think because it hit, and it was. First of all, it was pulled directly from George Martin.
Yeah.
Dan and Dave actually talked, and they said, "This George wants this to happen."
Yeah.
And so they made it happen. And because that character was created exactly the way George Martin wanted it created, I think all of us felt like we got punched in the gut.
Yeah.
And so social media, like within 7 seconds, it went off the air, bloop, and then 7 seconds later, Twitter exploded. What? Really? And it blew up. There was no one who could. If you hadn't seen the episode, you were like, what?
Oh yeah, the Facebook group for my convention, people were just all over
just
it.
crazy,
like,
yeah. I
mean,
so Geekiary.
Yes.
Geekiary. This is the Geekiary book, and I take it we can find this online as well.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
and that one is online as a Kindle ebook or as a
paperback.
right
Okay,
now,
so you can go to Amazon.com, grab a Kindle version, or grab the paperback version. Also go to
thegeekiary.com
and check that out. We're gonna have the links down there in the description. So if you think that thegeekiary.com is too complicated to remember, click. Click, that's it, you're done. And go on over there. Amazon, also go over here, Amazon, and check out The Way of the Reckoning. And what are you working on right now?
Well, my next novel, I'm hoping it's going to be out, like ready to be out by the end of this year. It's called How to Start Living in the Zombie Apocalypse.
How to Start Living.
Yeah, in the zombie apocalypse.
Because you haven't lived until you've been to a zombie apocalypse.
Pretty much.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, well, we wish you luck. Tara, thank you very much for hanging with us. We want to thank Books, Chocolate, and Wine, Something Unique Magazine, Authors for Authors, the Florida Book News, Wordfire Press, and our great new friends here at MegaCon 2016 in Orlando, Florida. Thanks for hanging with us. Subscribe, log on, tune in, get down into the description, hit those links, and go see Tara Lynne's books. See who we're hanging with next.